We were a split family.
I insisted we brush with a fluoride paste to fight cavities. But we also needed a gel for fresh breath.
Then Mom got Aquafresh.
Lunchly versus Lunchable.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, no beef added.
Crunch Bar. Feastable Crunch.
Life is full of buying and selling. Money controls nearly every aspect of our lives. We can never seem to get enough of it. Everyone wants to make it. Not everyone can. The fortunate few can monetize their passion, though this thirst for wealth can often spur them into despair and predatory behavior. Consumerism, as per the dictionary definition, is an economic and social system encouraging the consumption of goods and services as a means of attaining well-being. But what is this driving factor? And is this potent force destroying the root of enjoyable media? We will now explore this increasingly complex encroachment of social media, marketing to the financial and personal lives of the everyday consumer and even children. To begin this, we will first analyze the history of consumer culture and media.
Consumer culture and media has transformed from subtle suggestions to inescapable, hyper-focused pressure that constantly shapes how we think, live, and buy. It all began in the early 20th century with the boom of mass production and its inevitable interaction with mass media. The Industrial Revolution led to the creation of goods at an unprecedented rate, and all of these new products suddenly needed buyers. Enter advertising, first in newspapers and next radio, where catchy jingles and slogans promise to make you happy, successful, or maybe even popular. These ads didn't just sell the products, they sold dreams, wrapped in shiny packaging and showered with smiles. The consumerist message had never been clearer. You need this. Then came the post-World War II boom, and television became the next big stage for showcasing these flashy items. Partly fueled by the deprivation of the Great Depression and the rationing of wartime years, there was a renewed enthusiasm by corporate advertisers to push this new medium to its limits. Families gathered around their TV to absorb hours of gaudy commercials that assured the perfect lifestyle. Freshly pressed clothes, shining suburban homes, and perfectly happy families.
On the blue, is he sitting far downstream? Get closer. When you book a cozy little table for two, do you find something has come between you? Get closer. Only certain.
It was a match made in heaven. Consumerism and media became nearly inseparable, paving the way for the explosion of shopping malls and credit cards in the 60s and up until the early 2000s. The cultural phenomenon of going to the mall encouraged consumer spending and boosted sales for retailers. Fast forward to the digital revolution of the late 20th and early 21st century, and abruptly, your media consumption became not just passive, but personal, deeply personal. The internet, with its ever-expanding global reach, opened up a new world of e-commerce and targeted advertising, where algorithms began to know you better than your own family. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and other media giants transformed us into both consumers and products. It became more than just selling shoes or makeup, but ourselves, our interests, data, and most importantly, our attention. With influencers promoting everything from skincare routines to eating habits, it's clear that today's consumer culture has evolved into a powerful force that blends flashiness, entertainment, and advertising in ways that many people can't seem to avoid. Until we find ourselves returning from the store, wondering, did I really need to buy those lightsaber chopsticks?
It is a well-known fact that in the modern day, popular content algorithms such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok have a strong tendency to only recommend content from much larger channels. To exemplify this concept, let's do a little experiment. I am going to venture onto the YouTube homepage while signed out of all accounts so as not to affect what gets recommended, and see how long it takes to find a video with a minute audience. For the purposes of this experiment, we will define a minute audience as a video with 1,000 views or less. It's a fact that in modern day, popular content algorithms such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok have strong tendency to only recommend much larger channels. To identify this concept, let's do a little experiment. I'm going to venture onto the YouTube homepage while signed out of all accounts so as not to affect what gets recommended, and see how long it takes to find a video. As we can see, it took a staggering 3 minutes and 40 seconds to find a video which met the requirements. This heavily exemplifies our concept of consumerism in modern times. The YouTube's algorithm's preference for these large creators amplifies consumerism in modern media, by prioritizing content from influencers with the biggest audiences, who are often partnered with major or up-and-coming brands. This creates a cycle where popularity and sponsorship drive visibility, making videos more geared towards selling products rather than sharing genuine, interesting content. As a result, viewers are increasingly bombarded with ads and brand-driven messages disguised as entertainment, potentially drowning out small creators and reinforcing consumer culture in every click.
Influencer marketing is widely regarded as the most influential method in shaping consumer behavior and driving purchase decisions. Influencers and content creators shape and drive trends, significantly contributing to the growth and sales of brands. One of the biggest forms of consumerism comes from TikTok, the most downloaded non-gaming app with 59 million downloads as of April 2021. The company claims that nearly half of its users have made purchases due to content they have seen on the platform. 72% of respondents in a study perceive TikTok ads to be inspiring, showing brands that content made on this platform can appeal to their audiences more. Moving away from TikTok-specific data, the global influencer market has grown in size substantially, reaching an estimated $24 billion in 2024. Additionally, consumers who trust a brand are 53% more likely to purchase its products, and they are twice as likely to remain loyal to a brand they trust. 31% of social media users discover new products or services from content creators they follow, an increased percentage of Gen Z who consider influencers as their main channel for product discovery. Influencer endorsements impact product sales and purchase decisions, as 21% of people aged 18 through 54 and 32% of Gen Z have made a purchase based on an influencer's recommendation. When content is relatable, it is more effective in attracting consumers. A study reveals that 43% of respondents favored expert influencers, reflecting growing interest in content that offers expertise or specialized knowledge. At the same time, preference towards celebrity influencers has decreased from 17 to 22% in 2020 to 11% in 2023. This is likely caused by the view that celebrity experiences are less understandable to the average person.
Things like product placement in movies, YouTube videos, shows, and other forms of media show this trend of consumerism in media, like in this clip.
Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about? It's an attempt at displaying the ridiculousness of product placement in media. The product that the lady is being paid to exhibit increases sales for the brand. This is also relative to real movies and shows, with products being placed in a certain way to ensure the viewer sees the brand and potentially buys from them. Not only that, sponsors are becoming more common on platforms such as YouTube. They're no longer just a quick mention, they're practically their own segment in the video now, appearing in nearly every long-form video nowadays. There are almost always the same sponsors for every video, whether it's Raid Shadow Legends, Squarespace, or Wix. It has led to less viewer engagement as well as less video quality. It takes away from the actual video and distracts the viewer. For the average person, sponsorships have become a nuisance in content. Lastly, there are commissions. Content creators earn commissions off link clicks, product purchases, and affiliate links. No typical person would organize their guest bedroom stores like this, but the creator of this video makes it seem desirable. It would cost hundreds of dollars to buy all of these products and organization tools, but it makes your life that much easier, make it all the more worth the price, right? This can lead to impulse purchases on products that you don't necessarily need, as well as overconsumption. All of these are clear examples of consumerism in media. Revenue from things like viewership and sponsors and promoting products have arguably led to a downfall in media. Monetization has become the lead factor in media, and it has led to a huge reduction in content quality and viewer enjoyment.
Consumerism in media. The villain we love to hate. It's easy to point a finger at the flashy ads, the influencer-driven trends, and the never-ending stream of merchandise that we're supposed to support. But let's consider why this phenomenon is probably here to stay. For creators, consumerism isn't an inconvenience like it is for many of us. It's a lifeline. The reality is, creators need to monetize their work to keep producing the content we love. In consumerism, through product subscriptions and even the occasional sponsored post, is often their primary means of doing so. Again, I know the fact that platforms like YouTube and TikTok don't always offer creator sustainable support. Some viral videos can add in revenue, but that income is rarely consistent enough to cover the cost of production, equipment, and even the creator's basic living expenses. According to the Influencer Marketing Hub, YouTubers with around 10,000 subscribers make only $500 to $1,500 per month through AdSense, a little over half of what the average cashier makes. But if you account for brand sponsorships, a single video can earn over $1,000. Consumerism, though, then arguably isn't the villain. It's the engine that powers creators' ability to stay authentic and continue producing the content that we, the audience, enjoy. Money makes the gears of the world turn, and ultimately, the consumers choose what to buy. Whether they were fooled by deceptive advertising, genuinely wanting to invest in a creator, or somewhere between. Before we scoff at the irritating minute-long sponsor toggled in the middle of the video, let's remember, it might just be the thing that keeps them going. It's existed throughout history and will likely persist until the end of time. Whether it's been driven by the natural curiosity and impressionism of the consumer, the hyper-focus and flashy techniques of the corporate advertisers, or a combination of both, this potent concept drives the life and behaviors of the everyday human. It has served as a noteworthy influence within the newly formed corporation of content creation. It's a destructive and creative force that has expanded the reach and opportunities for the average influencer, while also encouraging the promotion of bad quality products to easily persuadable audiences. For some, it seems like the entertainment and content creation space is becoming a barren landscape, rampant with product placement, ads, and often low-effort influencer merchandise. For others, it's a prominent source of income to allow for higher quality passion projects of aspiring creators. The future is unclear, but it remains to be seen. Are we the ones watching, or being watched?